Hey everybody, Jim here with a quick and dirty tripod video for you guys today, taking a look at my PlayStation 5, and I wanted to talk to you guys about what save scumming is and how to do it on PlayStation. Because by default, your PlayStation is going to try to push save files to the cloud, and as a result, if you're like me and you want to get multiple endings in a single playthrough of Elden Ring, for example, and not have to worry about replaying the entire game, and you want to revert back to an older save, well, there's a very, very simple way on how to do it. So what you want to do is from your main kind of page here, you want to go to settings, and then you want to go down to saved data and game app settings. Inside there, you will have tabs for both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. You want to stick to the PlayStation 5 one for the purpose of this video because that's the auto save, but I want you to notice that it does work as well for PlayStation 4. They call it something slightly different here. They have auto upload on PS4, but for us, it's synced save data on PlayStation 5. You want to go over to synced save data, and you see this top field here. It says auto sync save data. Automatically sync your save data with cloud storage while your PS5 is turned on or is in rest mode, and that will be enabled by default. You want to make that disabled. The reason you want to make it disabled is because now your latest save will be in the cloud and you will have a local copy on your console. To quickly verify to make sure that that has been done, if you go to upload or delete from console storage and you go ahead and select on the game you want, in this case, for me, I want to do this to Elden Ring, and I hit upload, you're going to see that the console storage on the left does in fact match the cloud storage on the right. This tells me that it is the exact same save file located in both my local console and in my cloud storage. However, because that auto sync option has been disabled, now anything I do in my console will stay current, and anything I do on the cloud will be basically minutes and hours behind what I do on my console. And I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to spoil a little bit of Elden Ring, so if you haven't yet played Elden Ring and you don't want to see the very end, stop here and understand at least this proof of concept. But if you're still with me and you want to understand how this works, this is going to be how you do it. So we're going to go ahead and open up Elden Ring again. While this is loading up, I want to say this works on any game that offers the ability to save. Now, most of the time, a lot of games will have multiple save files, like Fallout has like 99 slots. You can have a rolling save. You could have a save in file 1 and a save in file 2, and you can alternate between the two. You could beat the game with save file 2 and the reload 1. On a game like this, a game that's persistently online, an Elden Ring game where death matters, you can't just say, oh, I didn't like that boss fight, and magically press a button and go back in time. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do that because it's going to instantly save everything that you do. Well, here I am at the end of the game. I have, in fact, beaten the Elden Beast with my really, really hulky, brokenly overpowered level 231 character. I'm going to walk over and I'm going to get one of the endings. I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to go ahead and touch the Fractured America, and I'm going to mend the Elden Ring. Now, this is kind of like the most basic ending. This is mostly a proof of concept, although as I'm working towards my platinum, it turns out I actually never got this ending, which is kind of humorous. I did a different ending. So I want to go back. This is a New Game Plus. So I want to get this ending, and I also want to get the Lord of the Frenzied Flame ending. But you'll know that with most save files, once you complete an ending, the game automatically saves, and you lose the ability to roll back time and to select a different ending. And that's where save scumming works so well. Now, this used to be done on PlayStation 4 via a USB stick. You have to plug the USB stick in, and as a result, you were able to put a save on your console. Sony seems to have gotten away from that. They want you to use the PlayStation Plus cloud. They want you to be kind of on the network, so to speak, in every possible way, in a very simple way too. And honestly, it works most of the time. The problem, of course, is when you reach an ending like me, where you want to go back and do something, or you're up against a final boss that basically, like a final boss that is really hard. Let's say you have a ton of health potions. Let's say you have a bunch of gear and you're going to fight a final boss. And you're like, man, if I lose, I just want to be able to roll back and fight that final boss again. Like in a roguelike game, save scumming would work perfectly for you. This is actually how I beat Nuclear Throne way back when on the PlayStation 4 day. I save scummed because I was so frustrated of going into a new run over and over and over and getting cheap shotted by a boss. And I hated that. So I did this exact same method here. So you're watching the ending here. I'm sitting on the throne. Congratulations, you win the internet. Okay, the game is over, right? Now, I should get, the credits will roll. There's my trophy for the Elden Lord. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the ending. The only thing I can do now is begin Journey 3. If I select not wanting to do Journey 3 and I want to go back to the final area to select a different ending, you will see that I can't. And I want to show you that. And then I'm going to show you the save scum piece, the final part of it, of rolling back a save. So here I am back at the Lindell Ashen Capital. I would have normally run up these stairs and I would go fight the final boss and I would select the ending of my choice. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and run up to the final door and there is no prompt. There's nothing left I can do. This world has been locked out. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to exit out of the game. And I guess I didn't have to do it gracefully. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and go back now to my main page here. We're going to go down to save data and settings. And this time we're going to download from cloud storage. And I want you to look when I go ahead and collect download from cloud storage. I'm going to select Elden Ring and look what it shows. Okay, on the cloud, it shows the save file that I showed you at the beginning at 4:43 p.m. With my save file. The console shows 4:59 p.m. because it took me a while to get this video recorded for you guys, but it's obviously advanced in time. So now I'm going to revert. I'm going to delete that save file. That save file is going to be gone, and I'm going to override it from the cloud storage with an older save file. We're going to go ahead and do that together right now. And it's downloading the save file, and now it has overridden it. So now we're back to the same save file on both of the console and on the TV. We'll go ahead, or on the cloud rather. We're gonna, technically a TV. We're gonna go ahead and open the game back up. Now remember, before where I was at when I showed you the beginning of this video, I was standing in front of the final area to select my ending. I only had the one rune to mend at the time. However, I'm gonna go back in and now you're gonna see we are back in time, which will allow me to go back and get the other ending that I don't have instead of having to run a new game plus. And like I said, this works on any game, and here you can see I'm back, and there you go. And now I can go ahead and teleport. Sorry, wrong button. I can go ahead and teleport, go to another area, and I can go get other endings. Now, this, like I said, this is a really, really cool thing to do because you will see, if I go to my trophies, you will see that the game still gave me credit for the Elden Lord ending, which I just got a couple minutes ago, 4:58 p.m. So now all I have to do is go get the final ending, the Lord of Frenzied Flame. With the save scum, it doesn't require me to go back in time and do everything again. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Just remember to always make sure before you start doing any kind of save scumming, do two things for me. Number one, make sure your synced save data is turned off. And number two, before you get into doing anything, make sure that your save file matches the console and the cloud. And then when you're done, you'll always pull back from the cloud to your console, because your console is always going to be the most current, most up to date. And that is how you're going to save scum. I hope you found this video informative. I wanted to walk through a very, very, very simple way of doing this. Like I said, it works on tons of games. Any game where you're entering a final boss, any roguelikes, any punishing games, anything where you want to auto-save and you can't go back in time, this is a great way for you to try potential alternate routes without having lost significant amount of time in a game. I highly recommend doing it. I do it all the time. I'm glad I did it here, because in about another 30 minutes, I'm gonna have a platinum for a game instead of having to run through an entire new game plus. And that is insanely beneficial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.